This episode is powered by Limassol Fashion Week, helping amplify the creative voices shaping what's next. Serge, welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you for being
having
here.
me.
Okay, before we get into everything, I wanted to ask you, what do people assume about you when they see your brand? That's completely wrong.
That I am already established.
Your brand is called Unfollow World.
Exactly.
What does that mean to you?
Basically, it's unfollow the world. That means do your own things. Do what you like, what brings you joy, and don't listen or pay attention about what other people think. So that's why it's like unfollow the world and go to your own direction.
Do you think people understand that, or they mostly associate with the aesthetic of the brand?
I think I need to work more on the message because it's something that I learned by doing. I started in fashion and I had no background. So all this aspect about brand awareness and storytelling, explaining to people what it is, what is the message, it's something that I'm not starting, but I'm doing more so people can understand and catch the message.
You started in football,
Exactly.
which is a world that's mainly built on structure, rules, and discipline. What made you switch to fashion?
Because I wanted to do something that I like after my career. And my mom, she's a seamstress. So I grew up in fashion, in between fabrics and sewing machines. So I always love fashion. So it was like natural to switch to fashion and continue in something that I like.
Recently, I made this poll, and 90% of my audience, 93% actually of my audience, voted for discipline over creativity in terms of making it in the industry and succeeding. Do you agree with that?
No, I think you need to put first the creativity and keep the discipline by doing what is required to make it true, to get known. So I think you cannot shut down your creativity and be focused only on the discipline. For me, yes, you have to create and to showcase what you have in mind, regardless of if it's not like in the standard. So yeah, for me, it's the creativity first and the discipline. But it's going together anyway. So, but keep the creativity.
I was thinking about the same, to be honest. That's an insight. Yeah, I tend to creativity more as well.
Yeah.
I think that's what drives you. And then if it's what you love, then discipline follows. If you're dedicated to it.
Yes, yes, yeah, of course. Not only in fashion, I think in anything that you are doing, you need discipline because if you're not consistent or if you don't put like 100% of what you're doing, it will not work. So the discipline have to follow. So yeah, keep the creativity.
What did football teach you that that helped you shape basically the way you work in your brand now?
There's a lot of how I can say stuff that I took from football, like discipline, as we were talking, resilience, uh, consistency, work, and all this is yeah. I took it from football because, and it's for everything. So yeah, you have to have certain um, abilities to make the work. When it's a down period, you need to keep your head up and stay consistent, keep working. When it doesn't work on the way you want, not give up. So yeah, this is basically some, yeah, you're losing the game. It's not finished, so you cannot like, okay, we're losing, so I stop playing. You need to go until the end. So it's the same in fashion that I'm doing it. Even if like all these months things are going not the way I want, do I stop? No. So I keep going, sorry. And yeah, it's a very similar mindset that I put in football, that I had in football, that I'm putting in fashion.
You said, you mentioned like a really nice and important word. You said resilience.
Oh yeah, you have to. This is you will face adversity. So if at the first problem you give up, or you move this affect and you start to think, I will not make it, and you start to doubt yourself, you need to remove all these thoughts of your mind and be focused on what you want and how to do it, and apply your strategy and stick to it. That's it.
Did people initially see you as the footballer starting fashion? How was your entrance in the industry, like your transition?
My transition, yes, as I said, I always love fashion. My mom, she's a seamstress, and so I've been surrounded by fashion. I grew up in it because when I was kid, I remember clients coming at home trying like wedding dress, suits, and all this type of clothing. So I was like, okay, I want to do something that I like, continue to have joy in what I'm doing. So yeah, I start to collaborate with other brands first. I had a selection of brands, some established doing fashion week, and some other emergent based on what I like, and I try to introduce it here in Cyprus. So it went well for some brands. I'm thinking about Joel de Monsieur, not from Paris Madame t-shirts. I have many people sending me picture. Yeah, this is your t-shirt. You bought that here. So that makes me happy. And slowly, after 2 years, I start to slowly introduce my own collection, and to finish fully on my own. So now I'm operating only with my line.
Nice. You said you recently shared actually that you've entered fashion mainly by instinct.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. I mean, I was learning because I will repeat myself, but I love fashion, but working in fashion is different. So when I say that by instinct, it's more the business aspect, you know. So I was like uh, thinking that it will be easy. You just have nice clothes and you showcase them, and you will sell, you know. But this is not how it's go.
When did you feel that instinct was not enough? Like when did you realize, was there like a specific moment that you said, okay, like
Uh,
now this happened and maybe I need to just like do something differently?
um, First, when processing, you proceed to photo shoot, for example, you need to have like photo shoot in a certain way for the e-commerce, and then for your campaign it's different, for editorial it's different as well. So yeah, I was learning that by doing it, and yeah, instinct is not enough. So I was going through and learning, doing mistake, but we learn from our mistakes, so it's fine.
Do you think fashion usually, I'm not going to say promote, but like has this illusion that success is just like what you see, like the image of things, and not really that much the business behind it?
Yes, yes, this is I guess for everything with um in terms of the fashion world, or even football, everybody think that it's easy, and they're seeing only the nice part, but they don't see the part where I I left my home at 14 years old. They don't see the sacrifices. You don't you mostly far from your family and friends. You are missing birthday, sometimes weddings. So yeah, you have to do a lot of sacrifices, and it's the same in fashion. They see only the final result, but behind there is a hour of uh, s- fabric sourcing, sewing, thinking of the design, and all that. So yeah, this is the price to pay, I guess.
Your mother is a seamstress,
Yes.
and she creates the collections by hand. Is that
Y-
right?
Yes, yes, we work together, we exchange idea. I give her my ideas. I'm not good at drawing, but I try to make her understand what I want, how I want it. And yes, she's the one who cutting the pattern and putting the garment together.
How is that shaping the identity of your brand?
Uh, I have, I think now, good knowledge of in terms of fabrics, of selection of fabrics, of what I want to recognize a good fabric or a bad one, and the details, the finishing of the garments, the cut, the silhouettes, all these aspects that she gave me. So because she's like really working by hand, like old style, shaping everything around the mannequin. So I think my my sense of the how I can say that in English. This is difficult.
We'll translate it.
Yeah, is the my test of good finishing, good tailoring of the garment.
Would you say that working with your mom makes it more personal, or is there more pressure?
No, it's more personal. Why? Because, as I said, I left at 14, and it's like we getting back the time we didn't have before. So it's cool.
And you went to China together, right?
Exactly.
To source fabrics.
Yes, to source fabric, to get help also, because she were doing everything. She was doing everything by her own. So the production, I mean. So at one point, we need help. So yeah.
What did that experience force you to see that you couldn't see before? Like going to China and seeing all these.
Sorry, I didn't hear the beginning of.
What did, like, going to China, what
Mhm.
did that force you to see that you didn't see before in regards to your brand?
Um, I think it's the level of the fabric we can find there, because um, I had I think everybody had this misconception, assumption that China, the quality is low, or the level of sewing also is low, but it's totally wrong. They have like some department of development of fabrics that I've never seen here. So I was like very surprised and happy to discover new technique, new type of fabrics. And yeah, this is they do have a high level in fashion.
So it helped you work creatively instead of the business side of it
Oh yeah,
in these
yeah.
terms.
Yeah, it give you more option. Like uh at one point you need to be focused because you see so many good stuff that you might start to go everywhere. So yeah, it's open doors to more creativity.
I'm going to trace back a little bit because it popped in my head now.
Okay.
And it's very interesting. You you recently shared that you're going to close the showroom for a while and start again.
Yes, I closed already the showroom in January, and the reason it's what we were speaking earlier, that I had I learned by instinct, but it wasn't enough, and it was like so many mistakes. I tried to catch up, but it was too many. So it at one point, I was like, okay, it's better to uh, close and rebuild from new base. And all I learned this last 4 or 5 years, I will do it better now. So yeah, it's just uh, restart from scratch and that's it. That's I don't have problem with that. I don't see it like it's a failure or something. It's just part of the process.
That's very interesting because I was going to ask if that felt like failure or clarity. But like you seemed
Yeah.
you've already answered like
Yeah. Yeah,
and it's
yeah.
part of resilience as well that you mentioned before.
Exactly. It's yeah, when something don't go as you want, it's okay, to restart. You try something, uh yeah, you fail, you learn, I want to say, and you redo it better. That's it. For example, now we did the sourcing in China, in France as well. There's a lot of time of research because it took time, to go check all the fabric, uh, check the quality, speaking with the people. It's a lot of work behind that that you have to put it that to present the best of your brands. That's it's not like I want just to sell a collection and that's it. I want people happy, with my clothes. So I put a lot of work, a lot of passion, a lot of time to find good quality fabric and thinking of the design to have the right cut, the right silhouette, and make people feel very comfortable, confident, uh, having my clothes on them. That's what I want.
You started your brand in Cyprus.
Mhm.
Why not Paris or anywhere else
Because I was still playing in
in
Cyprus.
Cyprus?
So yeah, I was like, okay, I can do both. At that time, I had only the online shop. So yes, and I was like, maybe wait the end of my career and start. But sometimes, you have the opportunity, you just jump and you make the plane when you're in the air.
Exactly.
So yeah,
Yeah.
and I was doing it both. So yeah, you need to start somewhere. So it was in Cyprus.
Did you find it challenging starting in Cyprus?
Yes, yes, it was challenging due also of my lack of knowledge about market and all this aspect, the business part more. So to find the right customer, find people who like this type of clothes. So yeah, and Cyprus it's a small island, so the market it's very challenging, let's say.
The way you approach this, I'm sensing you're taking more responsibility for your brand than externalizing, let's say, the reasons why it didn't work, let's say. And in terms of an ecosystem, like as you said, in Cyprus the market is really small, and I lost my trace of thought. The question I wanted to ask.
My lack of knowledge that give me, I mean, making mistaking that didn't make me go through or something like that, you mean?
Yeah, like it's easier to blame your environment, where
Oh yeah,
you
yeah, yeah.
are,
Okay, I
or
get you, I got you, yeah.
the market is small, let's
Oh
say,
yeah, yeah.
but you're approaching it and you're seeing it from a different angle, as in, where did I play part in this?
Oh yeah,
How
yeah,
did
yeah.
I approach this that maybe I could have done it better or in a different way?
Oh yeah, yeah. This is, yeah, as I told you, football gave me a lot of this autocritics, because you have to do it when you play football. You do your autocritics all the time. You put yourself, you questioning yourself, like what I did good for me, for the team, what I can improve to be better. So it's the same in fashion. So I was like sitting down and, okay, you missing this, that, this you don't do it correctly. This has to be done better. So it's always in order to improve. So when you see that you're missing some stuff, it's you and yourself. You cannot lie to yourself. So you need to put yourself in front of the mirror and tell yourself the truth, and watch the truth and see how you can improve, where you need to be better. That's it. It's just about like self-critics and be true to yourself.
From your perspective, because in a certain degree, yes, we self-reflect and do like the critic and reflect on what we do and how we do it. What's missing from the fashion scene to feel more connected here? And like, where do you think that something like Limassol Fashion Week could feed into that, if it could fit at all?
I think it will be good because it will connect also local designer together, and I think we need more event like that. Okay, maybe not big as the Limassol Fashion Week, but connection between designer from different city, maybe Lorna, Nicosia, Limassol, and do some stuff. So I believe that Limassol Fashion will bring that together, and it will be it will be something good for the island.
Do you think that Limassol Fashion Week can genuinely put Cyprus on a global
Yeah.
scale?
maybe in the long term, you know, so because it's still very, very, it's small island, not everybody know about it. I feel like more, I'm speaking for French people because I see more and more French people coming in. There is more flight to go to France and to French people to come here since the after COVID. So yeah, maybe one day it will be
Do you
on
think
the
it would take
international map.
more than just, do you think it would take more than just events like this?
Oh yeah, this is not like it's not like one event changing everything, you know. So I believe it will start something. It will start the movement, and from there we will have to keep going.
I'm going to ask like another thing that came to my mind right now. And then I'm going to go back again because things just keep popping in my head.
Yeah.
And because we talked about discipline, and sometimes, if not most of the times, it's challenging in terms of resources as well, especially when somebody starts their own brand. Do you think, coming from football, that you were 10 steps ahead, let's say, in certain, maybe that was network or maybe the audience?
Yes, yes and no, because the let's say for the audience, I had it for football, you know, not for fashion. It's not like every fan of football who are into fashion, but for connection, yeah, that's helps because I met so much people during my career, and yeah, it's make some stuff easier.
Um, that's why I'm asking you, because sometimes people tend to think that, okay, he's a footballer, he knows so many people, it's easier. But what you said now, that you have like a whole different audience who's following you for football,
Yes,
basically,
yeah.
you can't just really take that audience and fit it into.
To fashion, no, it's different. People, you know, no, now let's say my audience, it's people who like fashion, so I need to speak their language, let's say, and it's not because oh yeah, he was playing football, I will buy his brand, you know. It's not like that. I need to present like nice quality clothes that will attract them, you know. So it's not that easy that okay, I know people, I was playing football and everybody's buying my brands, you know. It's it doesn't work that way. So you need to start like new in the business and go forward step by step. So it's also uh, what I'm continuing to do. Go slow at my pace and keep growing.
Everything moves so fast now, like content, trends, social media, everything, and fashion, obviously, too. What do you hope it actually lasts? And in general, and from your brand, like what would you want to make last from Unfollow World?
First of all, I want to go to my own pace and not because it's not like mandatory to follow this pace, you know, and switching, following trends and all that, you know. You can do your stuff, and that's what I want to keep, you know, do what I want when I want, and not have to follow the calendar, let's say. And also to follow up of what we were saying, like to have the audience, it's also something that I thought like, okay, I have an audience already. Um, I know people, it will be easy. This is also one of the mistake I did, because yeah, I had no clue of the business. So yeah, I was also part of that. So this is something that you learn, that you need to put more in your brands to make people be interesting. So it's not only the platform. Otherwise, it's too easy.
Yeah. You aside from the like strictly business side of it, and you said yourself now that you made that mistake as well,
Mhm.
like that misconception, let's say. What are like maybe one, two things, or even if you've got more that you certainly know that, okay, this is a no, and I'm not going for that again, and then I'm gonna try this route towards
Oh
it.
yeah, ordering too much stuff, for example, is the first things, because I remember at the beginning I was like, okay, I need like bunch of stuff so people will have the choice and blah blah blah. So it's better to have like maybe 2 pieces or 3 pieces that you work on it really really well in details, than have a lot of pieces and wanted to satisfy everyone. It's better to put here what you like, what represents you in few pieces, and focus on them. And then from that, you start to build your clientels, and understand what people likes, what they don't like, and going like siga siga.
Siga, siga. Yeah, true. Um, when you now you're starting again.
Yeah.
So what's I'm not gonna say the profile, but who's the person who's gonna associate with Unfollow World? Like, how do you see the people um, who are going to buy from your brand? Sorry.
Yeah, for me, it's someone who has taste for aesthetic silhouette, who want to feel confident in his style, and who like good things, because it's a lot of part of me that I put in my clothes. It's like an extension of my identity. To have like nice aesthetic, nice silhouettes, the the cuts, the details of the asymmetry, playing with the asymmetry, playing with different fabrics. So yeah, it's someone who like this kind of details on a clothes.
In terms of the meaning of Unfollow,
And follow is someone who don't pay attention what other people think, because they will wear like pants with different pattern, or I mean an unusual pattern or an unusual color. It's just like someone who like do what's make him feel happy. That's it, and not paying attention of the norms. You have to dress that way, you have to wear this or that. It's really someone who pours in his identity uh, in his style.
do you see that happening still a lot?
Not that much. I mean, in Cyprus, no, we're not at that level yet, but I see improvement. People, for men especially, who are taking a bit more risk now. I feel it like that.
You've ever like has everybody ever well has anyone ever came, let's say, to the showroom and you helped them, play a little bit more with one of the pieces they wanted to buy, and you saw that they were open and experimenting with their style?
Yes, I saw, but I had many, to be honest, trying some different shirt for them because it was like with color or with different shape or cut, and they were actually like it, but they was like unsure, let's say, because it's like a switch. So they were like, okay, I'm not ready yet, but I really like it. But for now, I'm not sure of this choice. So they're considering. They are at this stage, let's say. So yeah, at least they try something new and they see and they saw how it's look on them. So yeah, I had some client like that, and okay, finally at the end they picked the easy item, let's say,
The safe one,
the
let's say,
safe
yeah.
one. But yeah, I think it's you need to processing. You cannot like make someone switch from 0 to 100.
Yeah, true. And now you're gonna reopen the showroom, or just gonna be online?
For now, I will stay online. I will stay online. I will do pop-up. If someone is in Paris, 19, 20 of June, I'm doing a pop-up in Paris. And for Cyprus, June 7, I will have a fashion show in collaboration with Smooth Me. So yeah, stay tuned, check the page, and you will have all the details.
Starting your brand again, what would you do different?
Everything I will do. Now I have better knowledge in marketing, in cost management, how you need to present your brand, what you have to do to attract people, to attract people to make your brand interesting, and because I know the quality of my clothes and what I will deliver, but I need to make people understand what they can expect for me. So yes, it's like the whole base, the all I learned this last year. Sorry, we will cut anyway. So yeah, yeah. So it's yes, the foundation of starting a business and starting a brand. So I've trained, I had online courses. I speaking with my mom all the time about clothes construction to improve my knowledge in fabrics, controlling shapes, cuts. So yeah, now I feel confident. I feel ready. I have a strategy to follow, something that I think and work, really put deep work in it. So yeah, I just follow my target and things will be good.
So it's not just the business side, you're actually reapproaching things creatively too,
Oh yeah, yeah,
in
yeah.
regards of silhouettes you
Yes,
mentioned.
yes.
And
Because I think if you need to know about clothes construction, how to make a clothing, how to make a pants, a shirt, how it will fall on the body. The for me, you need to know about that in order to give to your client the best.
have you thought of expanding the team? Because your mom is your team.
Yeah, yeah.
But I mean, in terms of maybe help or.
Sometimes we get help because I have friends. I have designer friends working in big houses, so I'm talking with them. I take advice from them, so it's kind of my team. Yes, it's interesting also to say it's when you see uh, that you investing way much too much money and you don't get return, so you're just wasting money, you're losing money. So in terms of business, at one point you need to cut it off. The business is not sustainable, it's not healthy. So as an entrepreneur, you need to stop and rethink about everything. So this was when I had my auntie. She came in Cyprus, and she has like many year in business industry. So she's like my mentor as well, and we took everything from the beginning. And she told me like, no, you need to stop now, because in my place, in my position, I was like, okay, you see that, but it's like a kind of a deny, and you still telling yourself, yeah, it will pop at one point, but you don't know when. So you're still investing. But it was good that I had my auntie who came and, let's say, open my eyes, like say, okay, now you need to stop. Stamata. So
Stamata.
yeah, so that was like the trigger moments, let's say.
Did you find yourself investing mostly instead of, was there a balance? Yeah, maybe investing more than what you were getting back, but was it like from here to here?
No, there is a balance, because okay, you're not you have to take everything in consideration. But let's say like for photo shooting, for campaign, for uh, pop up and all this stuff, it's something you invest also your time. It's not about money, it's also your time, your health. So you need to I had to take all that in consideration and see, to study the business. I mean, step back, study the business, and come again with better foundation.
In terms of energy that you said now, it's mental and emotional. And when you see that things are not going the way you expect them to, but you said, okay, it's going to pop at one point in time.
Yeah.
How do you work on that? Like, how does the mental and the emotional keep going when.
Again, it's come from football. Because yes, I'm let's say I'm trained about this mental aspect uh, since I'm 14. You At age of 14, you're already in competition every day at training and every weekend during games. So I think it now something that's part of me, that to not give up easily and keep going even when it's wrong, or even if it's when it's challenging, and it's okay, you keep going and you try to catch up what you did wrongly. But in terms of business, that doesn't work. So when you're an entrepreneur, you need to know to say stop and do it again. So yeah, I was starting. I don't have this experience to have this analyze Yes, analyze. Yeah. So it's good that I had someone around me who did it for me, let's say.
In fashion, although there are a lot of collaborations and people work together, it's still a competitive game in terms of not who's going to win or who's going to be first, let's say, in terms of a winning team when it comes to football, but it's still a very competitive game
Yes,
of
yes.
like keeping your brand or your name relevant, keep the sales up, revenue, and still being able to relate with your audience. Or maybe things are changing, trends are changing, people's needs are changing. So it's always going to be something that we have to keep up with, let's say. What's a piece of advice that you could give to someone who's creative, but they don't have that that knowledge and skill set that you carry from football? Because you can utilize
Yeah.
what you have gotten from football and apply it there. But in terms of someone who doesn't have that background, what's one piece of advice you would give?
It's a difficult one. But I think you need to keep your mind open and and travel. I think travel to see what's going on abroad, uh, to document yourself, to yeah, to speak with people, read books, uh, go to archive in fashion, and that brings you idea, going to art gallery, going to exposition. I think it's something you need to train your eyes and develop your ideas with what is around you. So yeah, it's not easy, and be also surrounded by other creatives that help a lot. So yeah, it's it's challenging when you don't have, let's say, another experience who gave gave you all that. But yeah, you can work on it. You can work on it, on your vision, or on the development of how you see things.
In terms of resilience?
Yes, also, oh yeah, this.
Because let's say maybe somebody doesn't have the means to start again, let's say.
Yes, this, it's difficult. That's true. It's difficult if you don't have. Maybe it will come from someone around you, from your family, uh, from your friend, who will push you to keep going. So that's why who you have around you is very important, because yeah, if you won't give up and you don't have someone who is behind to push you again, you will go to your comfort zone and blame everyone else. But I believe also it's something that you need to have inside you.
Taike, thank you very much for being here today.
Thank you for having me. It was my pleasure.
It was very good talking to you and, hearing everything that you had to say about your experience and your brand. So thank you very much.
Thank you.